White House and the Republican presidential primary. A new Washington Post poll shows former Governor Nikki Haley trailing former President Donald Trump by more than 25 points in her home state.
Haley continues to campaign across South Carolina, trying to narrow that gap. News 19's Walker Lawson was with the former governor as she made a campaign stop here in Columbia today.
Nikki Haley addressed a room buzzing with supporters and those still deciding where to cast their vote. Haley touted her decisions from during her tenure as South Carolina's governor, emphasizing unemployment numbers and immigration reform.
We went and said, let's start building things in America again, and we're going to do it in South Carolina. By the time I left, we were building planes with Boeing. We were building more BMWs than any place in the world. We brought in Mercedes-Benz. We brought in Volvo, 5 international tire companies. They were calling us the beast of the Southeast.
She did a phenomenal job as governor, and if I'm perfectly honest, there's nothing that I know that she hasn't done a great job with.
In a packed venue at Doc's Barbecue, Republican presidential candidate and former UN ambassador Nikki Haley returned to her home state.
And then when it comes to the border, it doesn't even look like the United States of America anymore, what we're allowing to have happen. Now remember, we were in that fight together. We passed the toughest illegal immigration law in the country. We need to take what we did in South Carolina and go nationwide with it.
She has experience with getting bills passed. She has the experience with working across the aisle.
While Haley highlighted her achievements, she faced pro-Palestine protesters.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
People's needs, not the war machine. Free Palestine, free.
Don't ever get upset about people like that, because my husband and military men and women sacrifice every day for their right to do that.
I love the way that she reacted because that was my reaction. You know, my son, he was sitting beside me in the crowd whenever they started protesting, and I told him, I said, we're not going to boo them. I said, because this is what America is.
But once the interruption was over, Haley fired shots at former President Trump and President Biden for being unfit.
The majority of Americans disapprove of Donald Trump. The majority of Americans disapprove of Joe Biden.
Other voters who attended still have mixed emotions.
You talking about Joe Biden and Donald Trump? I don't like neither one. They're both old. If she can become president, are we going to do the same, have the same outcome we had with Trump?
The latest polls from January show Trump leading by double digits in our state. Haley says she's moving the numbers up one day at a time.